remember when he was getting ready to retire, he would talk about this. And in fact, he retired a little bit early because of this, that he was getting less work because these contractors, they would outbid his companies and bring in a bunch of illegals and do it for cheaper. And so they would outbid my dad's company, who was full of, there were Hispanic guys and white guys and black guys, but they had to be paid more. So you bring in the illegals where you can do it for cheaper and you get the bid. So, they sort of created this, it's not something that just happened in a vacuum. It was created.
Now, the government in Alabama cracked down a few years ago. They really came down hard on the businesses that were using illegal aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Illegal aliens left Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, so, we don't have to round them up and use catapults to throw them back on the other side of the wall that Donald Trump may build one day. You just make it where they can't get jobs here and they'll have to go home or somewhere. So it seems like an easy thing.
It is, but when you have both Republicans and Democrats that don't want to fix it, then it's not such an easy thing. They just ignore it.
That's true. Now, this is something you cannot ignore. Now, this is also from Breitbart. Democrats are nuts.
I think they hit the nail on the head on that one.
End of story. I'm moving to the next one. Anyway, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, he's Democrat from Rhode Island, filed an amicus brief, and that's a friend of the court legal brief, if you didn't know, at the Supreme Court on Monday, joined by fellow left-wing partisan senators Richard Blumenthal, we all know he's a kook, Mazie Hirono, Democrat Hawaii, Dick Durbin, Democrat Illinois, he'll never die, and presidential candidate Kristen Gillibrand, Democrat New York, demanding that the Supreme Court back out of a case over one of the most restrictive gun control laws in America. By golly, these Democrat senators are telling the other branch, you better not do your job. You better back out and don't even think about doing your job. Isn't that lovely?
Well, I mean, that almost sounds like mafioso type stuff.
Well, hey, look, Fredo's.
Yeah, to work in the Cuomo angle. But yeah, basically them saying, if you know what's good for you, you just kind of back off.
Gonna make an offer you can't These leading Democrats also warned that if the justices proceed to issue a pro-Second Amendment ruling, and if Democrats win the White House and the Senate in 2020, bullshit, never happened, then they will fundamentally remake the high court. They're trying to do exactly what they won't let Trump do.
Yeah, but they do realize they can't just kick out the justices and put in their own, right?
Right. Well, if they hire some of Hillary's people, some people hang themselves with toilet paper in their own bathrooms. It'll happen.
All the justices are committing arcicide.
Yeah, and they have little suicide notes attached to their black robes, with a little safety pin.
Mm-hmm.
The liberal senators warned that a growing majority of Americans believes that this court is motivated mainly by politics. Unlike the liberal justices up there who would never step away from the Constitution. Insane dumbasses. Accusing the justice of issuing rulings that through bare partisan majorities. Now, I can see where they would see this. I really can, because these people have no idea about the Constitution. They have probably never read it. They can't spell Constitution. It ends in S-H-U-N to them. They've never read the Bill of Rights. So they probably think any constitutional-minded justice is partisan. So that kind of makes sense here. I can understand that.
What, why they're threatening them?
Well, that too, yeah, because, I don't know. Whatever.
Well, all right, let's look at this in a different way. Okay, so we got the three branches of government. We got judiciary, legislative, and president. So say President Trump went to the Democrats and said, look, we're going to build this wall. Now, you guys get on board with this or face the consequences. I'm going to personally remove you and put somebody in who's going to do what I want. They would flip out. And it would be all over the news that Trump is a bully and that he's trying to subvert the Constitution and the way this country was founded and blah, 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 blah. But it's okay for them to go do this for the justices?
Right. Now you're catching on. They can do whatever they want, and they can say whatever they want. You know, it's like, I don't want to go to Fredo. I don't want to go down Fredo path, but let's do it anyway. Somebody sniped at Chris Cuomo, who is a pseudo-journalist. He's not even a journalist. He's just a dumbass with a show on CNN, which is not even really a news show. And so Fredo Cuomo goes absolutely berserk, F-bombs every third word, threatens to throw the guy downstairs. Okay? Meanwhile, and Sean Hannity even defended Fredo Cuomo.
Wow.
All right, and of course CNN saying that, you know, he was right to be indignant, and that the fellow who heckled him a little bit shouldn't have done that. You know, calling him Fredo, that's just rude. You don't do that. Meanwhile, Sarah Sanders and her family gets run out of a restaurant. Did you hear anybody in CNN defend her?
Of course not.
No, we can talk about that. We can talk about what happened with Mitch McConnell, all this stuff. But this one little guy calls Chris Cuomo Fredo, and he goes loony, and everybody defends him.
Well, it's the typical left, do as we say, not as we do.
Exactly. So back to your point, absolutely, because that's the way it works. Sooner we get that through our logical minds, the sooner we won't have headaches. Okay, because, you know, we keep on trying to make everything rational. If it's this way here, it's got to be this way there. No, my friend. It doesn't work that way. Not in our political climate.
That is true.
Now, I've got one more thing.
All right.
And I'm going to tell you how this was. I was at work, and I didn't have a job. So I'm reading the news, and I saw, you know, there's a lot of crap's going on in Hong Kong right now. And I was reading the headline. It says Hong Kong. And more stuff behind that, of course. But my brain stopped there and says, Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy.
Oh, I love that cartoon when I was a kid.
I did too. And then I sat back in my chair and I thought, I can't believe I said that. Why, that's racist. I know better than that. I've been brainwashed by MSNBC.
I've been to diversity classes.
That's right. Now, I thought to myself, could it be that this cartoon is now considered racist?
Oh, I'd take a stab in the dark and say it probably is.
As a matter of fact, I found several websites that listed the 50 most racist TV shows.
This ought to be good.
Yeah, I'm going to start at 10, work down to 1, and there's a couple I'd like to kind of flip back up at because it'll be funny. All right. But number 10 is Hong Kong Phooey. Okay. Now, this is clear that this American mutt, culturally appropriated Chinese martial arts dude. Okay. This American dog would jump in and say, hi-ya! Okay. Using hand movements like he's going to attack somebody in a martial arts or Asian martial arts manner. Okay, so clearly, Hanna-Barbera, what were you thinking about?
or could it be that at this time, martial arts and kung fu was very popular? I mean, they even had the song "Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting," you know, that one.
Huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a very popular thing. Bruce Lee was very popular. Tons of kung fu movies. You had Chuck Norris doing all his. So it was a cultural thing for everybody. It was just very popular to have somebody that did kung fu. They had TV shows about. Well, here's another cultural appropriation: David Carradine playing Kane in kung fu.
Well, it's up there. It's like number 40 something or whatever. But yeah, I saw that.
But I don't know. Okay, go on.
You do realize right now you are trying to defend racism.
Yes, I am. Because I'm white and everything I say is racist. So
exactly. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to defend Chuck Norris for mastering Asian martial arts.
Yes.
How dare you?
I know. He culturally.
Well, I'm not going to attack you on that because I'm afraid Chuck Norris will kill me in my sleep from wherever he's at.
Oh, he's probably under your bed right now.
He doesn't have to be under my bed. He can kill me from California.
That's true. He just has to think it.
Exactly. Kind of scares me. Number 9. This is obvious. The Lone Ranger.
Okay. I guess because of the Tonto thing?
Yeah. This ran from 49 to 57. Now, I don't know. I'm just reading this little blurb here. Turns out Lone Ranger's buddy Tonto's name means stupid in Spanish. No idea. I don't speak Spanish.
It does. I do know that, but did they know that Tonto wasn't Spanish?
Don't get that in the way. Okay.
All right.
Now you're trying to add logic, and we already know that doesn't work.
I'm going back to the logic thing. Sorry, I got to throw that out the window.
All right. Number 8 is a show called Outsourced. Have you ever heard of it?
I have not, but I would guess it is a show about outsourcing stuff to like India. I would guess.
Well, this is NBC 2010, 2011. It has this picture of 4 actors, 3 actors, 1 actress. There's one guy that's obviously Caucasian. Am I allowed to use that word?
I'm not sure. I'm going to have to refer to the handbook.
Man of no color. Okay, there's this pretty girl sitting next to him that this is stereotypical, but judging by her nose, I think she's Indian, as in the country, India.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 2 guys in the back who are clearly Indian or Pakistani.
All right.
I shouldn't say clearly. It's from my ignorant white position that they might be that. All right, so the little blurb here says, an everyday white douche named Todd gets transferred to India to train the new call center reps for mid-American novelties. In India, cue the cross-cultural hijinks, and requisite Indian food gives you diarrhea jokes. Okay, so you can see where this is going. Now, so this white guy's got to go to India to train those people like they're too stupid to understand the manuals?
Well, have you ever had to call one of those call centers?
Thank you. Yes. I just wanted to get my daggum router started. Well, is it plugged in? No, dummy. I don't know how to operate. I'm an American. I don't know how to plug something into the wall. No, yes, of course it is. Do you have the CD? I mean, this is the way it went. Do you have the CD that came with it? Yes, I do. Throw it away. Never use the CD. Did you use the CD? If you did, you had to scrap your computer. Never use the CD. Well, why do they send the CD with it? I don't know that, but never use the CD. I'm not making that up.
Oh, I believe it.
Since that guy told me anytime I buy some new kind of hardware, I throw the CD away. I listen. I take notes. I obey.
Well, you're racist just for using that Indian-type voice.
Sorry. See, again, I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to say the guy was smart. Turns out, never mind. Okay. Number 7. This is obvious why number 7 is racist. Johnny Quest.
Well, that would be Haji.
Exactly. How dare they adopt little Haji and call him Haji? Somehow they knew that decades later, American soldiers were going to be in the Middle East, and they would call all the enemy Hajis. So.
Well, wait a second now. This is kind of this is kind of that Terminator timeline with time travel where it doesn't make sense because how could she be his mom if she was with the guy that he sent back in time? Never mind. But anyway,
you're trying to rational logic and stop that.
But I would guess they called Haji. They're calling them Hajis because of Johnny Quest, not Johnny Quest called him Haji because of what was going to happen. Never mind.
Yeah, stop it. I've got my line of irrational logic, okay, and you're trying to derail it. I don't like that.
All right.
Number 6. This one I do not understand at all. 24.
Well, that one's pretty simple. That was, what's his name? Kiefer Sutherland. And he was FBI or CIA or whatever, and he was trying to take down terrorists. And what are terrorists? They're always Middle Eastern, so that's racist.
damn it, why did I not see that? Everybody knows now that the only terrorists are the homegrown terrorists, and they're all white supremacists.
That's right. If he would have been trying to take down white supremacists, it would have been more realistic.
Thank you very much. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was looking here. It was on Fox since 2001, 2010. 2001, I think we all remember what happened in 2001. A bunch of white supremacists flew airplanes into a couple of towers, into a field in Pennsylvania, and into the Pentagon.
Hey, hold on just for a second. I got to shut my window. There's some noise going on out there. It looks like the white supremacists they're going out to lynch the family down the street that's black. So they're making a lot of noise out there. I mean, it happens here all the time. I'm just white supremacists.
I would say that you should use
your
your evil black rifle to defend those people, but you're in California, so I guess you don't have one of those.
Of course not.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to actually help me out on this one because I didn't watch this show. Family Guy, number 5.
Well, I could see where they're coming at with that one, but Family Guy, they make fun of everyone. Doesn't matter what color you are, what creed you are, what religion you are. It really doesn't matter. And usually all in one gag. They'll make fun of a bunch of people all at one time.
Okay, I should go back and watch that show. Maybe it's on Netflix or something.
Yeah, I think you can find them on something like that.
Number 4. This one is clear. I mean, even I, being the unassuming man with no color, okay, I saw this. Number 4. It was shown from 1978, 1985 on NBC, then on ABC from 85 to 86. The show's called Different Strokes.
What you talking about, Willis?
That's the one. Now, I even know why this is racist. So come on, tell me why that one's racist.
Well, obviously, Mr. Drummond got those kids to work as slaves. That's why he brought them into his house. They were going to be little tuxedos and walk around cleaning up after them or serving drinks or something, right? That's how that one went?
Well, I was thinking another direction. It's because the rich white guy from Madison Avenue had to reach down in Harlem to pluck out these 2 black kids and save them from just what was going on down there, because only a rich white guy can help poor black kids.
Okay.
That's so damn racist. I can't stand it. I can't even look at that picture anymore.
Well, wasn't there a time when they were pushing people that were adopting to adopt kids of other races?
Oh, like Sandra Bullock. She adopted a black kid from, go figure, Africa, I believe.
Yeah, and I believe Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie adopted a couple different kids, and there's been a few actors that adopted kids of other ethnicities, so I guess that's racist.
It reminded me of that time when all the actresses had purse puppies and a little fad.
Oh, yeah. So they got purse kids.
But it still seems, to me, it does seem racist, though. I mean, in this case, like the actors and actresses, well, I'm rich, and I'm going to show how much I care. I'm going to fly all the way to Africa and adopt an African kid. No. Even if the kid doesn't want to come back to America, I'm putting the cage and bringing it back.
No, wait. You forgot, though, that they're flying all the way to Africa on their private jet, which is causing climate change.
Yeah, well, that's back before anybody gave a damn about climate change, you know. Now they still don't care unless it's forcing it on us, but beside the point. Number 3. This is Looney Tunes. It ran from 1930 to 1969. Now, remember this, kiddies. It ran from 1930 to 1969. The world's changed a lot since then.
Yeah, I don't really see how you could include that. It was just, I don't know. There were a lot of propaganda. There was a lot of Hitler and Japanese stuff because of World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that could be racist.
Well, I remember shows that Africans and Indians, being Native Americans, Indians, not Indians, were looked at as not too bright. They were just drunks or whatever. I mean, you remember that?
I do, but look at Elmer Fudd. He went around sticking his gun in a tree, and it would bend back and shoot him in the face.
And well, that's racist too. It showed that ducks weren't too smart.
No.
What color is a duck?
Not the duck. It was Elmer Fudd. The duck and Bugs usually were the ones that were making him do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I never saw.
And Yosemite,
yeah, Daffy did use a shotgun.
look at Yosemite Sam. I mean, he was a cowboy or something like that, and he was always
He was a
what?
He was a rootin' tootin' gold prospector.
Oh, that's right, a prospector. But he was always getting his butt kicked by Daffy or Bugs or one of them. He was a white guy, clearly. He was a redhead. He had a red mustache.
Okay, so now
they're making fun of Irish.
But that's okay. You know, Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam, you can make fun of those all day. You know, so you forget about the illogic, which is now logic.
Gotcha.
Okay, number 2 is Seinfeld.
It's kind of a stretch, but I guess you could say it was sort of racist. But it was set in New York, where there are a lot of different ethnicities, and they sort of what do you call it? Overinflated the ethnicities a little bit just for comedy effect. But I mean, they did that with the white Jews and with the white people, and they did it with everybody. So I don't know.
Soup Nazi.
Yeah, those are very.
You had the guy that was he Italian or what? Greek,
I think.
And they used the word Nazi.
Yeah.
Only those who decide what's racist can use the word Nazi. Now, number 1. Please guess this one. Number 1.
Dukes of Hazzard, because they made those guys look like dumb hillbillies.
No, remember those guys were white. You can do that.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, I'm not sure then.
Okay, Fox News. I thought that was obvious.
There was a comedy show called Fox News?
No. This is Fox News Network. You know, where they give. Well, they're like everybody else. They almost give news, but usually it's not news.
So instead of one show on Fox, it's just the entire network is racist.
Right. The entire network is racist. They even have Harris Faulkner, which everybody who's on the left knows that everybody at Fox News refer to her as token.
Okay.
Okay, so we know that. Now, let me go up. Let's go some of these other. They didn't quite make it to the 10. You had Tom and Jerry, obviously. That 70s show, obviously racist. I don't know what the show that was. Oh, Cleveland show, which is all about, there's a black family. That's right. I don't know. Kung Fu. You mentioned Kung Fu. Bam. David Carradine. Yep.
The Cleveland
South
show.
Park.
No, wait. The Cleveland show was a spin-off from Family Guy. It's another cartoon, but it was all about a black family. So it's like
exactly.
They could have given the spin-off to any of the other white characters, but they gave it to the black family. I guess because the guy that voiced the father was not actually black. Maybe that's why it's racist. More cultural appropriation.
Well, you know that the black family, they love to dance. They like R&B and rap. All right, no doubt. You know, obese relatives.
The whole family was obese.
Okay, so you put it all together. Racism. Kung Fu, you already mentioned that. South Park. Huh?
I guess you could, yeah, sort of. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, it's much like Family Guy. South Park they rip on everyone.
Yep. Happy Days is number 24.
Oh, that must have been because of Mr. Miyagi in the diner.
Could have been. Number 26, Facts of Life.
Yeah, that's the one we talked about. What you talking about, Willis?
No, Facts of Life.
Oh, that was a spinoff with the girls in the school.
Yeah, that's a spinoff from Different Strokes.
Yeah, that's right.
But, yeah. Chippendales Rescue Rangers. That's 27. I'm not making this stuff up. I wish I were. This is insane. Let me go up to. By the way, Harlem Globetrotters, the cartoon, was number 30.
That was voiced by the actual Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes. 32 is American Idol. Mm-hmm. Not making this stuff up. Simpsons is number 34. Little Rascals, 36. Okay, I can see that. All right, number 37. This is your neck of the woods. Beverly Hills 90210.
Well, that was just a bunch of white kids, so yeah. Apparently there were no black kids at Beverly Hills High School.
Yeah. So let me see. Who is the least racist of the 50. What was who came in number 50? Let's go up there. Oh, Alf was 49.
Alf?
Alf. It was so inclusive, it even had an alien from outer space.
And an illegal alien because he didn't get the proper papers to be here.
That is true.
Willie.
I don't understand
Willie.
that. Number 50. 2 broke girls.
Okay.
This is, according to this, I don't know when this article was dated, but it's CBS 2011 to present.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take their word for it.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. I guarantee it. I'm at work when it comes on. I'm sure. If I'm not, then I'm going to change my shifts to be sure I'm at work when that comes on. Okay, I've given you every piece of stupid information I've gleaned in the last couple of days.
Yes, and this has been a very long show. Shall we make it just a tad longer, and I'll do some weird news?
Well, I was hoping we would.
All right.
It's time for Weird News.
I just got 2 real quick ones here on the weird news. You know those vanity license plates? Everybody seems to like to make some nifty little word out of their license plate.
Yeah, they spend more money to the government for stupid reasons. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of dumb, but I guess people do it. But anyway, hackers might have the upper hand when it comes to computer systems, but it seems that no one can ever beat the Department of Motor Vehicles. One information security researcher who goes by the name Droogie told the audience at the DEF CON hacking conference about how he tried to get one over on the DMV. Droogie decided to buy a vanity California license plate that simply said null, N-U-L-L, a word used in programming for no specific value. He did it as a joke, but also hoped it might confuse automatic license plate readers or the DMV's ticketing system. Well, it wound up doing just that, but not in the way Droogie was hoping for. Droogie thought that he would be invisible, but things started to go awry when he first registered his tags. He tried typing in his license plate, but the DMV website wouldn't accept it. Then things really went downhill. Droogie wound up with a parking ticket, but on top of that legitimate fine, he got dozens of other tickets in the mail as well. In total, the outstanding fines against him were over $12,000. Apparently, when they didn't have the right data for a vehicle, a privately operated citation processing center used the word null in the license plate field for many tickets. Since that just happens to be Droogie's license plate, he got all of their tickets. Droogie contacted the DMV, who told him to change his license plate. He refused because he says he didn't do anything wrong. While they did wipe the fines off his record, unfortunately for him, they didn't fix the problem in the system. So once again, Droogie has accrued another $6,000 in tickets that he had nothing to do with. He says he won't be paying those either.
Take that, smartass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought he was Mr. Funny Guy. Now he's having to deal with a bunch of crap.
Well, who hasn't had something backfire on before?
Now, this is definitely...
Never cost me that much, I guarantee you.
Yeah, this is definitely in the weird news category. They have video of this. Maybe I'll link this on our YouTube. For the second time in the past year, residents of Glen Allen, Virginia, woke up to find old TVs sitting on their front porch. This time, some of the homeowners managed to catch the culprits on their doorbell cameras. What they saw left them with more questions than answers. It turns out that the televisions were dropped off by people who were wearing television sets on their heads. They managed to drop off over 60 old bulk TVs over the course of one night. Police officers who were dispatched to collect the televisions were baffled by the sheer number of deliveries that were made. One of the residents has a theory on why the TV sets were dropped off. He says, "To me, it's kind of funny. I'm thinking it's a senior prank, maybe a senior year going into high school or bored college kids before they go back to school trying to create a big buzz before they go back to college." Authorities say that they collected all the TVs within an hour and will bring them to the county's solid waste division for disposal. The culprits could face charges or littering on private property or illegal dumping if they are identified.
Or isn't there mercury in those old TV sets, cathode ray tubes?
I believe there might be, yeah.
Okay, maybe there's a TV repair place that they had a bunch of that crap sitting around there in the back. that nobody came and picked up, and they didn't know how to they didn't want to have to deal with the EPA issues, so they donned cardboard TV boxes on their head and they dropped them off.
Well, yeah, but it's happened twice at these people's house, so why would they target these people twice? And these TVs that these guys, I mean, there's a picture of them. These guys are wearing coveralls. They got boots. They got gloves on. Look like just a regular maintenance worker or something. But a TV, like an old school TV, is on the guy's head, and he's carrying another TV up to the porch.
That guy, the target, owed the TV repair place a lot of money.
That's very possible. But see, I was thinking along those lines, but what I thought was the owners of this house had these things in their backyard for whatever reason and wanted to get rid of them, so they just dressed up like this and walked around to the front and put them on the porch, captured it on their video thing, and then called the cops, and the cops came and hauled them away for them for free.
Wow. That's a great theory. I like that. We'll run with that one.
All right. Sounds good to me. So there you go.
How long have we been on?
A long time, almost a whole hour.
Whoa. Okay. It's time to go.
I believe it is.
Well, look here, kiddies. I hope you all realize that we're not doomed, as we always say. Yeah, we are. We are. The Democrats are nipping our heels, so, Sass, we're doomed. What should we do?
I'm going to do like I always do and drink up.
Y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Good night.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with